Renovation Church, Mike Mazie here. Hope you're doing well this week, this Friday afternoon. Beautiful weather outside. As promised, we just wanted to give you guys an update on what was going on with our mask policies. As many of us, I'm sure all of us know that there's been some sweeping changes and different recommendations coming from the CDC, also New York State and Onondaga County. I'm not going to go into all the details of that, as you're receiving an email where Mike Becker has clearly laid out some of the changes and also some of the things that won't change in our policy. Just want to encourage each of you as we navigate through these complex times with a couple of things. As some of these changes take place and it changes the way we've been doing corporate worship now for over a year, I just want you to recognize, this has been a unique season and a unique year, and will continue to be so. As you come together in this setting and maybe even other settings out there in the community, recognize there's going to be some level of anxiety that many people have. You may not have that anxiety, but other people will. There's going to be a certain amount of awkwardness that comes with the experience. Like, should I have my mask on as I approach someone else? Or, what should I do in this particular setting or conversation? Just expect that to occur. People are going to be anxious. There's going to be a certain amount of awkwardness. And of course, there's always going to be people who differ in terms of their opinion about what we should or shouldn't be doing in whatever context that we're in. These are new days, they're unique days, and they bring for us a number of complexities. All we have sought to do at Renovation Church is seek the Lord, care for one another, and be submissive to our local governing authorities. I hope you've seen that. And that's really our intent right now, is to not make up rules on our own, but really just follow what the epidemiologists and the scientists and also our local authorities are saying about how to best navigate through this pandemic. Thank you so much for your patience with us. It has really meant a lot as we've sought to keep the unity that we have. And just another note, I think it's really important for us to continue to keep our focus on Jesus in this time, to keep our focus on the gospel, and to not allow these certain things to divide us unnecessarily. Again, we have people all over the spectrum in our church, in our community, and each side has valid arguments and concerns. I think for us, we want to keep our eyes on Jesus. We want to seek to be faithful to what the scriptures say about being patient with one another. As Romans talks about, outdo one another in showing honor. As far as it depends on you, strive to be at peace with your brothers and sisters in the body of Christ. Let no debt remain outstanding except the continual debt to love one another. And so we continue to call you to be respectful of where people are at, to be patient where they're at, to be gracious, and to lay down your freedoms and preferences for those for others. And so we continue to ask you to do that. We thank you for your patience with it, and we trust that we'll continue to navigate it, empowered by the Spirit, keeping our eyes on Jesus, focused on the gospel, and seeing every man, woman, and child in the midst of this age have a repeated opportunity to hear and respond to the gospel. Thank you for taking that mission seriously, and thank you so much for your patience with this process. If you have any questions about anything, never hesitate to ask. We appreciate you so much. God bless, and we'll see you Sunday.